Hey guys, so just wanted to address what I would consider a couple of step backs, right? So major one was um, sort of related to the uploads, right, for my video yesterday. So it looks like I did have some trouble, some challenges with uploading that video. Um, if you're watching this, right now, I'm recording this video on the 3rd. This is part of the reason why I also include or at least it's a relatively new insertion where I include the date and time in my videos just to keep me accountable. So if you watch, this is the second video that will be uploaded today as of the 3rd, but there is a first video, and that one was supposed to be for the 2nd, and there should be something along the lines of that included in the video. So yeah, for some reason, I guess, yeah, I mean, it's my fault, right? I was under the impression that the video would load and post, but there were some issues there and didn't go through, so that's my fault for not double checking. I've been going through this process as of that video. I want to say it's definitely over my 10th video. So yeah, and so the previous, the previous steps were pretty reliable, just like, okay, well, step A, step B, and I didn't really have any problems, but this is just a learning lesson for me to just ensure that I'm double checking whether or not videos, are facing any upload challenges. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. The second challenge I want to address is what you're kind of looking at today. I think this is a double whammy. So of course I did not get up at 10:40 as evidence from my tweets. Well, not even my tweet, right? Because I just posted my tweet a few moments ago. But the YouTube post, right? If you look at my YouTube, I actually even included in today's tweet a link to my YouTube post, which I thought was, a little bit clever because I know that it was a little bit late, when I made the post, and so I just wanted to ensure that, just FYI, just make sure that everyone knows that I'm waking up. But even then, right, the post that was made today was a bit late, and that's the second thing I wanted to address is I did not wake up at 5 today. I didn't even wake up at 6. I woke up relatively late. Matter of fact, I actually did get up like around 4:17 to go use the restroom, and then I went back to bed, but I was just so exhausted. It's my fault. So something that I should have noticed is when I am working out, because yesterday was Thursday, and that's my resistance day training. So I actually moved up in weight across most of my machines actually. So I'm really proud of that. It's sort of like the equivalent of in real life or IRL trophies, PlayStation trophies, right? When you move up in weight, right? And so I'm really proud of that. Really love how I'm making progress as I should be, right? And so I do notice that when I am much more likely to take my wake up time back step the days after my resistance training, which would essentially be Wednesdays and Fridays, right? Because I'm doing resistance training. It would be Tuesdays and Fridays because my resistance days are Monday and Thursday. And so I made a mistake by not being more aware of that. And number two, yesterday I actually stayed up a little bit later than I should have. And I recall even looking at my watch, like on quite a few occasions, just thinking, oh, okay, so what I was doing, right? The reason why I was up so late was because I was talking to a friend and a mutual friend, essentially, and yeah, I just, I usually don't have a chance to talk to many people throughout the day, right? And so when I do get a chance to like socialize, it's something that I kind of like, really indulge in, right? 'Cause, we're social creatures, right? Like, especially me, right? I'm definitely someone who likes to engage with other people, and so I kind of overindulged last night, and I remember looking at my watch. It was like, first it was 9:30. Okay, this is fine, and then it became 10:30. I was like, oh, or it was like 10:25, and that's when I knew I was like, okay, I'll just give myself 5 more minutes, and I didn't do that. I just, I screwed up, I screwed up. Like, I should have been a little bit more disciplined, and should have made a hard stop, because I do know 10:30 is like, for me, it's I'm supposed to be in bed ideally, like I should be knocking out, best case scenario, 9:30. I should be quitting everything, going to bed at 9, getting into my bed at 9 and knocking out by maybe 9:30. Worst case scenario, 10:30. I know that I've mentioned before, right? I mean, it's going to depend on, obviously, right? Like, if I could do maybe 11, right, or 10:30 in terms of like my knockout, but I should definitely be in my bed. Worst case scenario, I should be getting inside of my bed at 10:30. So that's something I didn't do. I should have done, and we were all pretty much at my place, right? So this is something that I didn't have to leave, some place, right, and walk home or take the bus home or whatever. It was just simply, I was home, right? And so that's something I regret, and I'm actually going to put that down in my regret log. So yeah, and then today, just as a consequence of that very late sleep time, I ended up just being so exhausted, I overslept, and so it just feels like yesterday, right? Like, which is ironic because I uploaded a video called Wake Up Improvement, Daily Rising Improvement, and now I just took a 180 back step, and I do feel bad, but in this is a unique mistake, right? So it's very unforgivable to make the same mistake twice, because the second mistake is a choice, right? But this is a very unique mistake in that I've never, like, since I started this very strict, early rising, daily wake up at 5 a.m., this is the first time something like this has happened, where I stayed up much later than I should have, and as a consequence, it made everything else a little bit late. And I was just in bed and not really moving around, and this is also not inaccurate, but it's not that far off. I mean, I didn't really start moving around until maybe, I want to say, 40 to 60 minutes before this. I just didn't put on my Fitbit. So yeah, living and learning from those mistakes. I'll just go over very quickly my results, which is something I am proud of. So going over yesterday's results on the 2nd, very ambitious, almost hit the 20,000. This is something I was eyeballing as well. I was walking around my the island, sort of set up of my kitchen, right? Just walking around, getting in some steps. I mean, it's almost a sin to like be 65 or 55 steps away from 20,000. So I'm not gonna beat myself up. I mean, this is basically 20,000 steps, which is in excess of my 15,000 goal. So yeah, good results here. Just a superficial 55 steps. Just 33 steps, really good. 3 above my goal, and then exceeded my 8-mile goal, really good there. Exceeded my calorie goal, which is to be expected. That's why I have an additional, it would be the equivalent of 385 plus whatever a fourth of 150 calories is. So what that would be, half of 150 is 75. 75 divided by 2 is what? Well, 30 divided, so that's 35 plus 2.5, so 37.5. So whatever 37.5 and 385 is, that's what I have in addition to my daily 2,500 calories, right? And the reason why I do that is because I know that I'm going to exceed my calorie goals by quite a bit. So yeah, pretty proud of my goals. I've exceeded every metric, very ambitious results. Looking forward to improvement on all ends, learning from my mistakes, logging those mistakes, using my mistakes and regrets as my guideline and compass for improvement. And thank you. Looking forward to another video.